Welcome to the Stuff and Junk Show. We share our opinions on random subjects from interesting news, social topics, pop culture, our likes and dislikes, things you've seen, heard, or read, what we did, and what we do. You know, stuff and junk. Hello, my name is Albert.
This is Jiaming.
This is Anna.
I like to say that after last week, I remembered to learn my lesson and go, hey Anna, what did you want to talk about first?
Oh, now you want to. Even though last week
I just said
I was ready to go.
Son of a bitch.
I was ready to go. I was ready to go.
Even though we're all curious to hear about Jiaming's China trip first, but whatever. Go on, Anna. You get first dibs.
No. Well, it's so nice, but yeah, I make the worst one go first. It's okay. So anyways, okay. So, am I a bad person? Tell me right now. Okay, this is my topic.
Context.
So I went to this context. All right. So I went to the swap meet the other weekend ago, and I found a stall where this woman was selling.
Oh, can I guess?
Yes.
VHS tapes. Call
I
back?
wish.
Call
I
back?
wish.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
I wish. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. So this lady was selling Lululemon, Aloe, what was the other brand? I don't know. Okay, so she was selling these, I don't want to call them designer, but designer athletic wear.
You mean they weren't knockoffs?
So here's the thing. They weren't.
They were
I
not?
don't think they were, or they must have been really good knockoffs, but everything looked really legit,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So, basically, I was like, oh, how much? And so everything was basically half off from the original price that you would pay at the store.
It's gotta be knockoffs, but go on.
Maybe. I don't know. But you know what I did? I bought it. And
Stolen goods.
Maybe. Well, that's what my friend said, because she's like, maybe it's like Robin Hood, where they stole all of that, like Fast and the Furious style. And I'm like, all right, well, I bought it. I bought a hat. I bought another Lululemon fanny pack, and then I bought the Lululemon little card holder and stuff. And then I was about to buy Aloe leggings, but then I was like, okay, I'm already spending $73, which is the equivalent of one thing, or one thing that I would buy at Lululemon.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel kind of bad, but then I don't.
Why do you feel bad?
Well, because like you pointed out, maybe it's stolen. I'm paying for stolen goods.
But
maybe I'm helping fund a Fast and the Furious.
But you don't know. This is one of those cases where ignorance is bliss. You just don't know.
And here's the thing: I want to go back and buy more.
And once again, unless you know for a fact that these are stolen or knockoffs.
Are knockoffs?
Well, first off, if they were stolen and you knew they were stolen, I would feel a little bad. If they're knockoffs, I don't give a damn. If knockoffs are knockoffs, but the quality's good, I don't care. Because you know me, I don't really care about brands in the first place. So as long as the clothes fit well and are good quality,
well made.
Yeah. But if they are stolen, then I'll feel a little bad.
Okay. Well, I feel a little bit bad because now everyone's going to be like, oh, look at you. You have your Aloe, baseball hat. Because all the girls have it, coming out of yoga, and they have their Aloe baseball hat. And then I have, another Lululemon fanny pack, and then a Lululemon card holder. And now I want every single color of the Lululemon fanny packs. And I'm like, okay, that's excessive. That's my Stanley Cup there. It would be my Stanley Cup of all time. But
can I do a callback? Can I do a quick segue callback to my previous episode, previous conversation from last episode?
Yes.
Callbacks are usually fairly quick, spontaneous.
I just say.
You have to say callback. It's not really a callback. You have to say it.
Anyways, speaking of designer goods, so in that one drama that I was watching, that drama, one of the ladies was impersonating the lady that would claim that it's her, but nobody knows it's her. And she goes, "Oh, she must be the real Miss Moore because she has an Hermes bag." Right, kind of thing. And this is the fake one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is the fake one. And it's like she's not the real Miss Moore. I am. The real person would say that, right? And he goes, you're not even dressed well. I mean, you don't even have a Hermes bag. And then she's all like, Hermes bag. It's just one. I have a whole collection of them.
What?
Yeah. See?
Oh wow,
See?
that is dramatic.
She's rich.
Okay. she's not only rich, she's filthy rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes, I have a collection of limited edition Hermes bags.
Shut up. Oh my god, this is so dramatic. I'm in now.
Okay, sorry.
I'm in for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So that's my thing. Also, I've kind of been to the point where I no longer want to buy like designer because the quality has gone drastically down. So paying $5,000 for a handbag where the gold is no longer like gold and the stitching is really bad. I just don't see the worth in it anymore. Not that I ever did. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things where like, oh, I want to buy a Dior bag, but no, I never want to buy a Dior bag, you know? But anyways, so now I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to buy Lululemon, but I'm going to buy it half off from the swap meet.
Okay. I have 2 follow-up questions. Number one, is there a way for you or one of your friends to verify if it's knockoff or not knockoff? Just so you know either way. Is there a way for you to find out?
I could probably ask Ruthie because she would know.
Yeah, Ruthie would know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruthie would know.
My second question is actually, it's not a question, it's a statement. You should never feel bad if you're buying stolen merchandise that's stolen from like a corporation and stuff like that. As far as I know, Lululemon's a big ass corporation, right? It's fine. Yes. It's totally fine. If they jack it from a Lululemon warehouse, I don't give a rat's ass anymore at this point. You know what I mean? We talked about this in the podcast before. There's so much corruption on a corporate level, in our government. You taking a couple of things from some mega corporation, I don't give a rat's ass. You know what I mean? You should go back and buy as much as possible if it's real. You know what I mean?
Well, well, my opinion there is that the mega corporation, whatever, I don't really care about them. But the people who are responsible to make sure they don't get stolen probably got in trouble for getting them stolen. I care about those people.
Yeah, life is hard. Life is harsh and stuff. During my trip,
you're right about that. Okay, you make a good point.
My whole thing is like during my trip. This is a recent example. During my trip, I was on the internet looking at stuff. Did you guys hear about TV? I think it's TV Bank. You guys hear about this?
TV Bandit?
No, TV Bank. BANK Bank. TV Bank. I think it's a Canadian bank and stuff like that. You guys can Google it later. I mean, like everything else, Google it just to make sure I got the facts right. But I think TD Bank is a Canadian bank, the second largest bank in Canada, stuff like that. And they just reached a settlement with the United States. But basically, what happened was they had to pay at least $1 billion or something like that, or the number is crazy amount, some billions of dollars. And stuff like that. It's because they help drug cartels. What do you call it? Launder $700 million or something. They got in trouble. I mean, they knew it. They absolutely knew that they were doing this with drug cartels and stuff. They absolutely knew that they were washing drug money and stuff like that. That's my point. You know what I mean? These mega corporations, mega banks. You know what I mean? It's like,
this is true.
If you take some little things here and there, I don't give a rat's ass. Like to what Albert said, the little mom and the individual that I work from, the security guys, they probably knocked out to steal this stuff. Yeah, I feel bad for them and stuff like that. But as far as the whole big picture, corporations, I don't give a rat's ass. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
I found the article.
Those are my 2 points.
I found the article.
You got it? What were the numbers?
So CNN article here, CNN Business. It says here, TD Bank will pay $3 billion to settle charges that it failed to properly monitor money laundering by drug cartels.
And they laundered 700, right? I keep running the numbers. It's like $700 million.
670.
There you go. So yeah, there you go. So that's my point. That's just a recent example. That's a recent example.
Well, I'm about to go buy some more.
Yeah. And look at this.
I would honestly. My whole thing is I would be worried. My concern will only be just like if it's authentic or not. You know what I mean? Is it Lulu with like three LU?
No, I compared it to my my Lululemon, my real the ones that I bought at the store, and it everything matches, like the tags, the packaging, everything's pretty much on point. So if it's a replica, it's a 10 out of 10 replica.
Oh wow!
So again, I'm like, I just want every single Lululemon bag now because I can pay half off.
Mm-hmm.
And now, so I don't know, but that's my story. I love the swap meet. I've bought a lot of things there that, probably are questionable.
If you're carrying those, if they are knocked off, you're not concerned like somebody who's gonna go, banana, the thing you're wearing looks like a knockoff.
No, because it doesn't look like a knockoff. And my replicas, because they're not called knockoffs anymore. They're called replicas.
Oh, okay.
My replica.
It's really sci-fi now. It's really science fiction now. What's going on here?
No, I know sci-fi, right?
Wait,
Ruthie actually thought my rep was real. She thought my rep was real, and then I told her, and she's like, she confirmed that it was a really well done rep. So I'm not disclosing what rep bag I have.
Yeah. I feel like the word replica is like a PC, a politically correct term for knockoff.
Yeah,
because it makes it sound more. It makes it sound better. Like, it's just a replica.
Yeah. It's a replica. It's a 10 out of 10 replica. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably so Reddit doesn't block us for talking about knockoffs. But that's what the community. That's what the community calls it, like reps.
Yeah. You know what? This shirt I'm wearing, it's not sewn. It's cloned. I cloned my shirt. What do you think of that? I cloned it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's very sci-fi now. Yeah,
very sci-fi. That's it. Yeah, it's like Star Trek. Anna, are you familiar with Star Trek?
Oh my God, Albert! I am never gonna let this go.
Neither am I, apparently. But okay.
How of all of our listeners, how many do you think listen to both episodes? What if they just listen to this one, and they don't catch any of the reference?
Kenny and Greg listen to both.
Oh, those poor bastards! First of all, those poor bastards. But yeah,
Kenny and Greg. Hi, Greggy. Hi, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. All right. So are you a bad person, Anna? No. I would say no.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay. I feel better now. I'm going to go buy more tomorrow.
Okay. Jiaming, China trip. Go.
Yeah. I went to from here to China, specifically Guangzhou, for 4 days. So that's work. And then I spent the next 2 days in Hong Kong. And just a couple of bullet points and stuff like that. Number one, the actual trips as far as the events itself, nothing extraordinary happened. Nothing that's happened. This is my 21st time I've done this trip, more or less. You know what I mean? So nothing out of the ordinary, nothing, just typical stuff. You know what I mean? Number two, I just sent in Signal some food pics and stuff like that.
So that.
Yeah. Number one, if you get a chance to go to a street market and stuff like that, just go to a street market and you know what I mean? Get food on the street. That's always good times. You know what I mean? I know people like going to new cities to eat fancy restaurants and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, street market is cheap. It's also delicious. There's a picture of this flatbread that I sent you guys that was cooked in one of those. I don't know how you describe it, but it's like a furnace, but it's like under. You have to put it in it's like a big hole. It's like a hole. It sounds gross. It sounds sexy, but it's a hole you stuff the bread in and you put it down there, and it's like 10,000 degrees down there. And I think the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's wonderful. You know what I mean? It's delicious and stuff like that. That's my second point. My third point is, hey, if you ever go to Hong Kong and stuff like that, and you have insomnia, you shouldn't do that. But you don't be like me. Don't walk the street at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You know what I mean? You see bad things. You make bad decisions. Just try and stay in a hotel for the most part. Just you know what I mean?
What bad decision did you make?
You see, you can Google like a red light district in Hong Kong.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It gets a little sleazy out there in the streets and stuff like that. There's
elaborate, Chubby. Do elaborate.
Did you partake?
There's different levels of sleaziness in Hong Kong.
You partook.
We're in a different country. We're in a different country now, so you're immune of stuff.
International drama has no morals and stuff like that. International drama is sleazy and stuff like that. There's a whole
no. You mean your friend Ming Jiao?
Yeah, exactly. It's Lu Ming. You just reverse the name or something like that.
I absolutely believe that what you're saying is true.
There is I'll describe. I'll elaborate on the different levels. Like on one level, there's a specific red light district. I don't think I went to this time, but there's a specific red light district where
it's like
not this time. I'm an old man now. I'm an old man.
No. You mean Ming Jiao?
Yeah, Ming Jiao's an old man, man. He's
almost 50. So did old men not go to the red light district?
Not this time, but let me finish. I'm just elaborating on a different type. I mean, I'm trying to paint a picture, I guess. I paint a picture of Hong Kong and a different option.
That's not the only thing he was painting.
Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah. But there's a red light
Oh
district
god.
that's full of like various bars and stuff like that, and various like little, it's like a whole thing. You know what I mean? And it's those people are mostly are like from Southeast Asia, Indonesians and where Thailand and all that. So there's a whole red light district, and there's street walkers, obviously, and stuff like that. Street walkers that they'll approach you and then say hi to you. That's another level. Another level is where they're also streetwalkers, but because you guys have never been to Hong Kong, but you've seen what the city kind of looks like, right? Mentally, there's like a lot of high-rise buildings, a lot of like stuff like that. So they'll approach you, and you just walk into one of these buildings. You go upstairs, and there's like the spaces don't bigger than your room. It's not small, much smaller than a bit of a cramped place. You walk in there, they have their own little private room. You clean up, you wash up, and stuff like that. I'm giving it too much detail, actually.
Clean up and wash up. Wow. Okay.
You clean up and wash up, and just knock it out, and then you get the
knock it out. Wow. Okay.
You get the hell out, right? So that's another aspect. There's another aspect where there's like an entire building, kind of. And when I say building, again, you have to imagine a crawl space that's no bigger than like 5 or 6 feet, and not even that much. You know what I mean? There's a whole entire building with a 22-story floor where you go up the top floor, and then each floor has like 6 or 7 rooms, and you just kind of work your way down to see if you're interested in partaking in what's happening behind the doors and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of different levels. But my whole point is like, if you're, let's say you're late 40s, you shouldn't do those sort of things anymore. You should not go out when you have insomnia and stuff like that. You should not ask the
concierge
the concierge for more money to convert US dollars to Hong Kong dollars. And you should not go out. It's just bad vibes and stuff like that. But because Hong Kong is pretty much a 24-hour city almost, you know what I mean? You go out at 2 a.m., you see people drunk, you see you see people staggering out of places and stuff like that. It's a real mess and stuff like that. So yeah.
Are we talking about the Hangover 2?
This person, Lu Zhao, wasn't. I mean, I was gonna say me, but it's not me.
Yeah,
this person, didn't drink. I mean, didn't drink, and so I was completely, no drugs was in my system. I just had complete insomnia. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't, Anyway, also another point is Hong Kong. It's been like this every time I go there. I just like, this is not really for me. I thought it's just too much. It's too sleepy. There's too many people. It's too hot. It's too cramped and stuff like that. It's too much. Okay, that's my final point about Hong Kong. But going back to the earlier part of the trip, the China part of it, I spent like 4 days there. And this is the first time, Albert knows this. Every time I go to China, I goof like, hey, these Chinese people. Hey, look at these guys. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm very westernized. I'm very kind of snooty, not snooty is the right word, but I'm like, hey, but I do keep a certain distance between myself and China and stuff like that. It's always been like something like I just visit, you know what I mean? But this is the first time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of my age, maybe something else, but this is the first time where I felt completely comfortable in China. So I very felt like I'm very kind of in tune with what's happening in China, the vibe of it all. You know what I mean? Like I said, maybe the combination of I'm getting older, I'm feeling my age, my roots and stuff like that. Maybe it's because I've seen the U.S. Help commit genocide, in Gaza. Maybe that's made me that's a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Maybe it's all these kind of combinations of things. But it's the first time I felt like, hey, it's not a bad place.
I get that.
You know what I'm
totally get what you're saying, because I felt that way about Mexico City.
Right? Yeah.
Like it felt lighter in a sense. I don't know. Like it made sense.
Yeah, it made sense. That's a good way of putting it. It made more sense. Or another way is like I felt the vibe of what was putting out. So what I'm trying to say
the vibes are vibing.
Yeah. So what I'm trying is I'm embracing my Chineseness, I guess. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to hijack this Filipino podcast from you, Albert. That's what I'm saying. Number one. Number two, I am against LGBTQ community now. Apparently, I guess no marriage for gay people. Number three, maybe those Uyghur Chinese should be re-educated. Maybe is that what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all Chinese references. Come on, man. Come on. Read the news. But you know what I'm saying. But that's it. Yeah, that's my trip.
Okay.
I love it.
There you go.
More details. But okay.
Yeah. No, you guys. For a second I thought about what do you call it? Turn the camera on on some of the more unsavory stuff like that. I thought, you know what?
Probably.
Yeah,
no evidence.
Stay classy. Yeah, stuff like that. Stay classy.
No evidence. No
I also scrubbed my internet search history too. Get out of here. Get out of here. Internet search. We don't need you around.
Bring like a burner phone, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I mean, it's Hong Kong is for younger bands. What I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right.
Oh, well, yeah.
And there you go.
There you go.
Apparently, Jiaming's trip Ming Zhao's trip is very red.
Not me. Not the other guy. That guy.
The other guy.
Yeah, that guy.
All right. Thanks for listening. You can find this podcast on Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at Stuff Junk Show. You can find me, Albert, on Instagram and Threads as well at Albert5x5.
And you can find me and my counterpart in the red light district in Hong Kong. Yeah. But exactly. And what's my social media? JIAMINTLOU.
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or on my other show, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge.
Music has been provided by Gloomy June. Updates, contact info, ways to support us, and everything else is on the show. It's found at whoatworstwhy.com. Before we go, let's give our 10 listeners some recommendations for this week. Anna.
Oh my god. Okay. I would like to recommend a book, but I actually would recommend it in audiobook form. But it's a literary classic, Latin American literary classic, but it's called 100 Years in Solitude. By oh my god, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Is it?
I think that's right. Yes.
100. I'm gonna hold on. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So this book, I believe it's getting made into a show by Netflix, and it's coming out later this year. There's actually quite a that one and like Water for Chocolate are coming out, and one is a Mexican literary classic, and 100 Years of Solitude is Colombian. I could be wrong. But anyways, so I have been trying to read this book for years, since I was like in middle school. The thing is that it's a very big family tree, and they reuse the names a lot because like kind of like history repeating itself. So I kind of it loses me halfway through the book, because I'm like, all right, we've heard this name so many times. I don't know. I can't get past the second half of the book. But I actually I'm listening to it on audiobook, and I'm actually trying and succeeding. I'm listening to it in Spanish. So I'm actually listening to it in its actual form. And I want to finish it before the Netflix show comes out. So I recommend, if you haven't read it, give it a shot. Try it in audiobook. It is really well done. I am a little bit salty about how the English audiobook is not read, but it's a whole different story. I have a whole different rant about that. But check it out on audiobook if you can't get through it on in the regular physical form. But try to see if you can get through it before the Netflix show. And the Netflix show actually looks like it's going to be really good. I don't know how well this will translate, but I think we're in a time period of television that it possibly could do it justice.
What's the name again?
Yeah.
100 Years. Well, hold on.
100 Years of Solitude.
100 Years of Solitude, yes. I don't want to get it messed up. Yeah.
Solitude. All right.
By Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
It's a very famous book. When they make lists of the best novels the last 100 years or something like that,
that one goes on there.
It's usually on there. So it's one of those books I also tried to read when I used to read books and stuff like that. It's pretty dense and stuff like that. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's dense. It's a lot going. It's a magical realism,
right.
And I don't know. It's very well done, and the family history is very intricate, but it can lose you because there's just a lot going on. There's it's a huge family.
Yes, he has another famous novel. I think it's called
Love in the Time of Cholera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
these
that one.
are these are just two famous books. My understanding is they're almost impossible to adapt because of what you said is a magical realism and stuff like that. They try to. I know they're going to do. I think they're going to do another adaptation of Love and Time of Cholera as well. I
Well,
think.
Javier Bardem was in the last one, and I thought it
Right.
was pretty well done.
Yeah.
I don't. I would love to see another one. I don't know. There, I in some parts, I feel like the guy in that book, the Love and the Time of whatever, I feel like he's a little bit too whiny. But I don't know if that's how Javier played him, because in the book I didn't feel he was that whiny.
Yeah.
But seeing it in the movie, I'm like, oh my god, I just want to punch this guy in the face.
What a whiny bitch.
He's like, yeah, he was a little whiny bitch.
Why was he like wearing a cardigan around his neck?
Oh,
call back.
The equivalent.
Call back.
Yeah. It felt like it. It felt like it. But no, I'm actually really, really excited for the adaptation. I don't know. I'm trying to keep expectations low, but it is one of these that I've always wanted to actually see on the big screen or TV screen. So we'll see.
All right. Hopefully the show is good, because that's probably where I'm gonna go to first.
It has to. This is a very important book for Latin America.
It's 100 Years Tall. They, like I said, they've it's always consistently on the top 100 list of best novels written recently. Yeah.
Well, put it this way, I'm assuming the adaptation is actually spoken in native language and not everybody speaking English, because if this was released 20 years ago, everybody's speaking English in the adaptation. Yeah.
So yeah, because there is another Latin American classic called House of Spirits, which is kind of like 100 Years Solitude, and it got made into a movie, and all the actors are white. Jeremy Irons, Meryl Streep, Glenn Close, and it's Argentinian, but I don't know, the Chilean. I think it's I think one of them is Chilean. I think it's 100 Years Solitude. But I just feel it's so frustrating. So I'm still waiting for that one to get remade. And Water for Chocolate got made, and it had Hispanic.
Also, shout out to Javier Bardem. I love him and stuff, but he's also a Spaniard and stuff like that. And we just talked about he just started Love in a Time of Cholera, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
but he was the most prominent actor that spoke Spanish at that time.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then they were like, "Hey, some of these stuff wouldn't get made if you didn't get a lead with
exactly."
And
John Leguizamo, whatever. I can't say his name. He was in Love in the Time of Cholera as well.
And he's Mexican, right? That's not even.
No, I don't think he's Mexican. I think
he's
Puerto Rican.
Oh, is he really? Oh, okay.
Or something else.
But definitely not Colombian or from that region, something like that.
I'm starting to think maybe he is Colombian. Hold on, let me check.
He's Colombian.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Shout
that
out
one kind of checks out.
Yeah, shout out to John Leguizamo.
But was it Benjamin Bratt was in that movie as well?
Benjamin Bratt.
Well, that guy's just good looking. He should get any part and stuff like that.
Good looking, yeah. So I think he was in there too. So I mean, again, I just felt that Javier played the main character way too whiny for me. Mm-hmm. So I did not like. And I enjoyed the movie, but I also hated the movie.
Okay.
But anyways, that's me. Yeah. 100 Years of Solitude.
All right. Okay, Jiaming.
I'm just gonna make a simple recommendation. Right before I left for China, I saw Ali Wong's new comedy special on Netflix. Ali Wong's Single Lady. It's very funny. That's it. Short and simple.
Ali Wong's Single Lady.
Yeah. If you enjoyed her previous stand-up specials and stuff like that, you'll love this one. And also, bit of a side note, when I was younger and stuff, I used to love comedy specials, stand-up routines and stuff like that. The last few years, I can't remember seeing another stand-up routine and comedy special. I don't know. I just find it feel very funny anymore. But this one's very fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Did you guys bother to click on the link that I sent over the weekend with J.R.D. Guzman?
Was it a YouTube link?
It was, but it was his stand-up.
Oh, then I don't.
It was his stand-up special. He released his his very first stand-up special on YouTube.
Hey, you know me and YouTube links.
But it's the same thing.
And I was 30,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, if you want to watch another stand-up, that's another one. That's the one that me, Ruthie, and Kenny went to.
Can I be honest about something?
Sure, why not?
I want to say no now, but go on.
Okay, no, I will only watch stand-up stuff if you force me to watch it. I won't go out of my way to look for it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you like put it in front of me and you make me hold your phone, I will watch it.
Okay. Do you not like stand up that much?
I guess I don't.
You never seen a stand up show live?
I've seen plenty.
Oh, well, very good then. But you enjoyed yourself in the live shows.
I did, yeah. Like I'm laughing and I like it.
Okay.
But I don't go out of my way to go watch them, but I'll go if someone invites me or whatnot. I did get out of a date once because they wanted to go there, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I do not want to go on a date with you like that. But yeah, like if you send me like a YouTube link or something, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm like, if it pops up on my reels, I'll watch it because it's 30 seconds.
Check out this tangent and how I tie it back. You know how people love eating raw oysters and stuff like that? They go out, they make plans around and stuff like that. I don't. Raw oysters are fine, they're great and stuff like that. But if I'm out to dinner and people put it in front of me and say, hey, we're going to raw oysters, I go ahead. You know what I mean? That's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? So it's like your view of stand-up comedy is like my view of raw oysters and stuff like that.
That's true.
There we go.
Okay.
Oysters and comedy.
Exactly.
All right. My recommendation is a continuation of this month in that I'm preparing people or helping people out deal with the news regarding politics and the election, all that stuff.
Oh, I think the election's done.
You wish. But anyways, 2 more weeks. Anyways,
in a bad way.
So for the past years now, many years now, I've recommended people to not watch cable TV news. But the people are used to that because it's easily accessible and they like to see visual stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like cable TV news is pretty much dead. You don't really get anything substantial from those networks anymore. So my recommendation, oddly enough, is podcasts. So podcasts, I do have some recommendations on the podcast, news podcasts that are straight to the point, just the news mostly. Got Up First from NPR. I'm just gonna run right through this. The NPR Politics Podcast. Consider This from NPR. You can see the team here. The Indicator from Planet Money, and Open to Debate. If you want to get news from world news, politics news, and social issue news, I recommend those podcasts, and I will put it in the show notes. You guys can check it out. All right, and that said, this was episode 818 of the Stuff and Junk Show. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, this podcast has been a Who What Where's Why production. So, Anna, what's your favorite Star Trek?
Yeah. Can I say the Chris Pine one?
Oh, sure. I mean, you're more than welcome to. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Is it because is it because of Chris Pine, or you actually literally like the reboot?
I really enjoy the reboot. Like I watched the old one. So my mom's a Trekkie.
Okay.
I'm Star Wars. She's Star Trek. So I watch all like the Star Trek movies, everything. I watched them with her. There was one with the whale.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay. I remember the whale one.
6.
Yeah.
5.
So. Yeah. I enjoy them. I like the card.
Yeah.
I like the card, but yeah, I really like the reboots.
You like Picard, or you like The Next Generation? Or are you referring to the show Picard?
The Next Generation.
Okay.
I want to do what Mike did, where he watched like all of Star Trek and he had that Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, that's true. He did.
And stuff. Yeah, he did do that. So I want to do that one day. I'm just like not.
He wrote down every Star Trek that he watched.
No, he found like a Reddit page, like a subreddit that had like the Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, like how to watch it, like in the exact timeline or something.
Yeah.
And so he was working on that.
It's kind of hard to do that now, considering the fact that Star Trek is releasing products from 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like really jump around. And honestly, the best way to watch Star Trek is just when it was released, how it was released, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watched Stranger World?
Anna?
No.
Strange New World
Star Trek
is
is good shit.
Kirk's dad. Not Kirk's dad.
Oh,
It's
Kirk's dad.
It's Chris Pike. Chris Pike? Yeah.
Christopher Pike.
Christopher Pike. Yeah.
Christopher Pike. Okay.
Not
But
Kirk's
from
dad, but Christopher Pike. Yes.
But from which
Yeah.
timeline, I can't tell you. I have no
No,
idea.
you know which
Oh,
time.
really?
Well, I mean, okay. You can debate on the whole timeline thing, but it is set before Kirk.
Right. But it's all honestly, it's irrelevant to which timeline. It's a wonderful show. The whole purpose of it is a standalone episode.
I will say this too. Slight
Yeah.
spoiler, but James T. Kirk is in Strange New World.
Yeah, it's a wonderful show.
It's a wonderful
good show
show
to watch.
Yeah,
it's a new contemporary. I just watched Star Trek Prodigy on Netflix. No, it's animation. If you like animation and stuff like that, it's more geared towards teens, but it's still wonderful sci-fi stuff and stuff like that.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's easily digestible too and stuff like that. And then it's wonderful. If you like Star Trek Next Generation, you can watch Star Trek Lower Decks that kind of riff on the new generation while being its own thing too. But yeah, there's a lot of Star Trek out there. Actually, I would say it's a golden time. It's a golden period for Star Trek or for Trekkies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
But apparently, it's also the worst time to be a Star Trek fan.
You should be less miserable.
Why?
Because you know how Star Wars fans are horrible.
Yeah.
I heard Star Trek fans are going that direction too.
Oh God, there is no hope.
I know. As I hear this from my other friend who's a big Star Trek person. He talks to the community. I don't. He talks to the community and he's telling me all the stories about, oh, they hate this now. Oh, they can't believe they did this. Oh, I don't know why they did that. Is it one of those things? I'm like, really? I thought Star Trek was immune from this. Like, come on.
The quality,
I thought so too.
The quality of the show, never mind all that stuff, but the quality of the shows is excellent. Star Trek, more than any kind of franchise, belongs in television, and I think they're thriving on television right now. You know what I mean? Picard season 3, I didn't think much of the first two Picard seasons. Season 3 was wonderful. Strange New Worlds is wonderful. Lower Decks is wonderful.
Yeah.
Star Trek Discovery is wonderful. It didn't end very strongly, but Star Trek Discovery is wonderful.
I do want to give a strong recommendation to Anna to watch at least the 3rd season of Picard. If you are a big fan of the Next Generation, you owe yourself the favor to watch the 3rd season of Picard.
Watch her if she hasn't seen it. Watch her with your mom. It's wonderful.
Yeah, especially your mom.
Yeah.
If you guys are a huge Next Generation fan, and this goes to the listeners too, if you are a huge Next Generation fan, find yourself the time to watch the 3rd season of Picard because it rewards you for loving that show.
Yeah. I was 45, 46 when I watched season 3 of Picard. Every time he says engage or make it so, I just cried like a baby and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's really that nostalgia really kicks in and stuff like that. And the wonderful thing about it's not just a nostalgia kick. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the thing is about that season 3, even though the 30, 40 years with these characters, they were forging forward. They were just retinkering the relationships, the angles, the way they dealt with each other. They were still mining new territory with the new characters and their storylines. It's wonderful.
I mean, the way when it gets to season 3, yes, I understand. There's 2 seasons before that thing
that were crap.
I still like them, but there are some references to the first 2 seasons that they mentioned in season 3 that you should kind of know. However, I honestly still feel like if you skip the first 2 seasons, you will be okay with season 3.
That's what YouTube is for.
Watch it. Yeah, just get the cliff notes. Get the cliff notes for season 1 and 2 of Picard. But Next Generation fans, do yourself a favor and watch season 3 of Picard. It's fantastic. It is. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you this caveat. It is a nostalgia trip, and I know there are people who are poo-pooing nostalgia trips, but my God, this is a really good nostalgia trip. So, yeah, find yourself some way to watch season 3 of Picard. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down.
It is essentially the ending for Next Generation you were looking for.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, if your mom was a real fan, you should watch it with her.
If your mom was a real fan. Wow.
No. Seriously, if your mom is as big of a Trek fan as you say she is, she will love season 3 of Picard.
Okay. I really should. She hasn't watched it because
Paramount Plus.
I haven't put it. Yeah, that too. But it is one thing that I would like her to watch because I think she would really enjoy it.
Hey, when is Paramount Plus just going to give all their stuff to Netflix? I mean, come on.
I'm waiting. I don't want to pay for another streaming service. I'm poor.
I mean, you could use my account if you want, but yeah.
All right.
But you know what? Speaking of which, you know what's bullshit? What's Amazon Prime spent like billions of dollars getting MGM and all the James Bond library and all that stuff. You know what? You know what's bullshit? There's an MGM Plus. What is this?
What is that?
Oh my god!
I know.
Oh my god! Indeed.
I know.
Have they not learned their lesson about fragmenting the streaming services?
The dumbest thing ever. Because I don't know about you guys, but on social media they keep telling me, "Oh, there's an underrated show. It's called From."
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna go there. I'm gonna watch this, but you can't watch the latest season because it's in MGM Plus. Like,
what the hell is MGM Plus? Why spend $1,000? Just merge it. And I like Prime too, in the sense that they give you a lot of stuff with Prime. You know what I mean? Free shipping with your toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Still, just throw MGM Plus in there too. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like how dare you, Amazon, for forcing us to double dip? You own this both things. Just put it together. Oh my god.
True.
Who's gonna pay for MGM Plus too? I mean, seriously.
Even Disney figured that out. They own ESPN and Hulu, and they have Disney Plus. They just merged them together, which is what they did. Yeah. Do the same thing, Amazon, for God's sakes.
And at some point, so one of these big dominoes has to fall. You know what I mean? I think during my trip, they announced Apple TV is coming to Prime, right? At the add-on and everything. At some point, the domino has to fall. One of these big things are going to merge and something's going to happen. I mean, right? Hey, come on, man. Yeah. This is ridiculous.
It's still like cognitive dissonance. Is that what we're saying? Because there's a lot of people in media that talk about Apple TV Plus shows, and they talk about them like everybody watches it.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, not everybody watches them because not very many people watch Apple TV Plus. Yeah. You know, and every time I hear this news medias and all that stuff talking about Apple TV Plus shows, I go like, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Disclaimer is supposedly great with my guy.
Yeah. It is ironic because Apple TV Plus does have a lot of good shows.
They have excellent shows.
But they really need to find a way to merge with another streaming service that will actually get eyeballs to their service. Because right now it's not, whatever they're doing is not working because nobody's making the effort to watch them.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, what I can do is I can go to sleep.
Yeah. We did it again. Peace out.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.